least 20 points. KAT, Bridges, and Brunson. OG Anunoby and Landry Shamet combined for 30. For the Spurs, Wemby led the way with 29. De'Aaron Fox had 20. Let's take you out to San Antonio and have our friends join us in. Chris Haynes and Robert Horry are sitting down with OG. Guys, great to see you. OG, congrats on the dub.
Great job, man. Great job, OG.
Hey, OG, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals today. You were all over the floor. Let's just talk about the closing possession, the defensive possession. Walk me through that.
Just staying with it, everyone staying with their man, and then Mitch just doing what he does, you know, making Wemby shoot a tough shot.
For me, I really like the way you play on the stretch. You have championship mentality. You won a ring. You had that one key play to me when you drove and you dunked on Wemby. Did you know what Wemby was, or you just going to challenge him?
I knew he was behind me a little bit and just trying to go up strong for sure.
OG, man, a few words right here. OG,
he focused, man. He focused.
He's not a man without little talent. I'll tell you that there. OG, you're doing it on both sides of the floor, man. Can you just tell me how tough and difficult it was? You came in here and got game 1. I talked to some teammates, Josh Hart and those guys, said, hey, we're not satisfied. We want to get game 2. What did it take for you guys? Now, looking back, what did it take in order to get this game?
Just coming out was desperation. The same desperation as game 1. Coming out, not laying down. Executing our game plan and coming out with a win, but we're going into game 3, 0-0, same mindset.
Yeah, you've been saying 0-0. There's a famous guy you might have heard named Kobe Bryant. You know what he said, right?
Yeah.
Are y'all going in with that type of mindset?
For sure. Never laying down, never satisfied, keep it going.
Yeah, just for those who don't know what you're talking about, job's not finished. So you got to finish the job.
I wish there was a way, OG, when you look at all these Knicks fans still right here, I wish we could pan and see. This feels like a Knicks home.
Yeah.
What does it feel like for you playing on the road with your Knicks fans traveling like this?
I mean, it's amazing. You know, these are the best fans in the world, you know. They support us everywhere. They come out, always show out, always supportive, always loud, always taking over any arena they're in. So it's amazing.
OG, I can't wait to see what it's going to be like in New York. What is it going to be like, man?
It's going to be crazy.
I can't wait, OG. Hey, this is OG Anunoby. Congratulations, brother. Game 2 win. Knicks up 2-0. Back to you, MJ and Fizz.
Incredible. Thank you so much to OG, Chris, and Rob doing a phenomenal job. I mean, Coach, and OG's another one. You can tell that same mentality and that same, as the kids would say, aura that Jalen Brunson has is permeating through that locker room because OG is just even keel.
I think Robert Horry hit it on the head with OG. OG's done this. You know, it's something about when he's won a title. He's the guy on the team that this isn't new for him.
Gets it, yeah.
And you can see it in his temperament. You can see it in the plays like this where he's just making the little plays. He's always in the right spot. The way he's attacking the rim, he had 2 finishes. It wasn't just the dunk on Wemby. He had a finish in the first half where he used the rim to ward him off and get a layup on the reverse. The way he's playing the game, he's playing it with detail, but he's also playing it with tenacious effort. And, man, is he having a great series. He's had a great playoffs, but he is a huge impact for them right now and what's going on.
Yeah. All right, let's take you to the podium where Mitch Johnson has taken the mic.
Front on the left.
Mitch, that was a great look by Wemby. Did you think it was in? And just take us through that final play.
Just put Fox and Victor in a pick and roll there. Fox made a good pass to him, and he caught it with some space. Took a good shot.
Other questions for Coach? Front row here, in the middle.
Coach, what did you see from your team when you made that 14-0 run to tie things up in the 4th quarter there? Anything that you can carry into games 3 and 4?
Yeah, I mean, we showed tremendous desperation, urgency, and competitive response. Hopefully we can try to bottle that up where we don't have to be down that many points to try to play with that same level of those aspects.
Third row on the right.
Mitch, was there a point late in the 4th quarter when Steph was unavailable? How is his injury, or was he injured at all?
Right when he went out, I'm not sure. I know when I checked on him with the training staff, he was available. So I don't believe he was not, but again, I didn't check immediately after.
Fourth row on the right.
Coach, the team had a crazy comeback, but before it seemed like physically it was hard for the team. Did you see it? Did you see the players tired? Like, what was the main issues before the comeback?
I'm sorry, what was the main issues for the comeback?
Before the comeback, before that explained that you were down 14 and you had to come back to make.
We just weren't playing good enough. We weren't consistent enough in Our execution, a lot of phases of the game. I thought, a little bit more detail, I guess, but felt like we chased the game a little bit. They made some really tough shots at the end of the shot clock, and I thought that affected our approach at times and took away from just trying to play our brand of basketball.
First row.
Seems like through 2 games, Karl Anthony Towns has gotten anything he's wanted. What are the challenges of guarding him when he can burn you from 3 or down low? And do you see specifically just his size being an advantage for them?
I think he's made some shots, and he's a really good player. I don't think he's gotten everything he's wanted. I think he's played 2 good games. We still got to make it tougher on him. We've had some coverage breakdowns, and just keep trying to make great players work for everything they get.
First row on the right, Tom.
Tough game for Steph offensively. What would you like to see him do better, or what do you think he's doing wrong?
I think he probably just got caught up in the air a few times trying to make some decisions. They do a great job of multiple efforts and getting back out after they show a crowd. And so sometimes it's just an early pass, or it's a pass to your teammate to let that guy make a play. And if you get caught with 1 extra dribble or up in the air, they do a really good job of recovery.
Fifth row on the right, Tim.
Why was it so difficult for Wemby to get involved offensively in the first half, and what changed in the second half for him?
Yeah, I think, again, we've had that discussion before, and I understand the discourse around it. I think it's a little bit of all of it. I have to make sure that there's environments that the ball finds him. I think he's got to make sure that he can't rely on that to get shots as well. And there were times, I think, when he was open on rolls or around the paint, and his teammates got to give him the ball. So I think it's a combination of all that. But yeah, 4 shots and a half on this stage is not acceptable.
Back row, Tim.
Mitch, Tim Reynolds with the AP. You guys obviously...
The Knicks are the 3rd team in NBA history to win the first 2 games of the final on the road, joining the Bulls against the Suns in 1993 and the Rockets against the Magic in 1995. Both of those teams went on to win the title.
Yep.
Incredible game, Coach. Cardiac game, as I like to call it. What are your initial takeaways after this one?
A few things, I think. I thought Wemby settled down the stretch.
Okay.
It wasn't just the turnover with the foul. I thought he had a face-up possession in the post, just shot a jumper over Mitchell Robinson, missed. They ran down a little too much clock, but even that last possession, pretty much contested jump shot.
Yeah.
You got to put the onus on the refs. You got to make the refs make a decision here. And I just thought, too many times it was that. And can he make that shot? Of course. He's great.
And we've seen it.
Yeah, but it's about, you got to get this game to go longer. And you got to really involve the officiating in it. And I just thought it was 2 shots, that he settled for jump shots. And that hurt him down the stretch. I think right now they got to figure out as well their spacing. Watching them through the course of it, this is the worst spacing I've seen from the Spurs all year. Like, their spacing is breaking down on a lot of possessions right now. And I think Coach said it best. Too many dribbles. Castle holding the ball too long in the pocket. And the Knicks just shrink and shrink and shrink. And what I think Mike Brown has done a great job of, the challenge he's putting on his perimeters to take away the roll, right? They're putting Wemby through a pinball machine, but also they're getting to that shooter, right? So they're doing 2 jobs at once. Like we used to say it back in Miami, you got to be 2 places at once. Yeah. And like OG is still in the ball. He's not only tagging the roller, but he's still in the actual pass trying to get out to that shooter. And so the Spurs have to make that adjustment. Another adjustment they're going to have to make is when Wemby has the ball, they have to occupy that next help guy. The second defender is killing them right now. They got to come flare that guy, or they got to clear that elbow, because right now Wemby's not seeing enough lanes to attack in enough situations. I think putting him in side pick and rolls will help him, just simple side pick and roll action. But a lot of different things that they could take from this stuff. I'm not saying they're going to come back and win anything, because I don't think they will.
Yeah.
But as a young team, you still coaching the heck out of them. You still trying to get this win, and you still believing. And so those are adjustments that they can make, but I think they're going to have to figure that out going into Game 3, because
Yeah, Coach Mitch Johnson said that they showed desperation, urgency, and competitive response.
Yeah.
Decipher that from Coach speak.
They played desperate. When they got down, they played desperate. And it really, two things happened in from a leadership standpoint. Wemby had his huddle where he went off on the team, but I think De'Aaron Fox starting a little tussle with Brunson. The game changed after that because it kind of like, hey, we just got to make it ugly. I kept saying it to you guys in the back. Spurs has got to make it ugly. They got to make it ugly because right now trying to play a cute game, a rhythm game, an execution game, that's not working for them right now.
No, it's got to be a brawl.
And they did. They start dogging them full court, start taking things away from them. But ultimately, Jalen Brunson and the Knicks are 2 wins away from. The parade already started. They just don't know it. They haven't called. They're not calling it a parade, but them people in New York are already partying.
It's not a parade. All right, let's get you back out to the podium where Victor Wembanyama has sat down.
Brazil, right here.